Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this one-on-one exhibition matchup between Akira Brookelle and Alaina Petrova as we make our way down to the road to episode 1 of PWR's inaugural event. If you're only now joining us, this match is set for one fall, as coming down to the ring first is the one and only Akira Brookelle, just coming back from her world tour. That's right, this young lady, as you can see from the microphone on her perfectly poised lips, is one hell of a singer, songwriter, and musical artist, and definitely has a hard challenge ahead of her in this matchup tonight. She's best known for her kicks and her in-ring style, of course being able to take this guy easily. But of course her opponent is a very different variety in this matchup. Her opponent tonight being Alaina Petrova. Now Alaina is somebody that we haven't seen in a very, very long time. You see, both of these women, I believe, are meeting for the first time ever here tonight. I could be wrong, but I believe this is their first ever encounter. Now, Alaina, of course, is a former two-time, I believe, TKS Tag Team Champion. Of course, Alaina in her corner has her current opponent, and Ross Davis Jr. accompanying her to the ring. And you have to wonder why. Alaina Petrova has all of the gifts in this industry to make an impact. Not only does she have the flexibility, the looks, and the talent, but she also has that ruthless and aggressive side to her. That side that just snaps once it's inside of that ring. It's going to be interesting to see how these styles, these mesh of styles, come together in order to produce this matchup. However, you have to imagine both women are looking for a huge win on their road to PWR's episode 1 or their inaugural event. Of course, you have to take into account, wait a second, and Akira getting out of that is now bouncing off the ropes. Trying to go for a clothesline as Alaina, as now you can see these kicks, as I said earlier, coming into play. Akira trying to further the roundhouse and got caught into the cover now. One into the one count there for Alaina Petrova. Akira's biggest weakness, I'm afraid, is her love for the fans. Definitely a huge weakness that you can see in this matchup, as now Alaina Petrova just taking it to her with the shoulder tackle into the body thrust there, pounding away at the solar plexus in the back, as now you can see this mean streak coming out into display, pounding away at Akira's face. Alaina now trying to capitalize, but Akira getting out of it as Ross Davis Jr. looks on. The kicks coming into display again. Akira with the hook kick right to the face, catching Alaina off guard. As now Alaina retreating to the corner. Akira now bouncing off the ropes. The handspring got caught into the bulldog. Bulldog there by Akira Brookelle into the cover. One! And a kick out at one. Both women receiving a kick out at one. Only a one count for both. Is now catching the leg. Got caught. He's caught now into the head scissors. Head scissor counter there by Akira Brookelle, again getting the audience on her side. That's her biggest weakness throughout her whole career. And especially dealing with somebody like Alaina Petrova, who's a former two-time tag team champion. That's a very, very bad strategy, as you can see. Alaina taking control of the matchup. Hooking the leg now. 1, 2, and a kick out there by Akira Brookelle. Both of these women were CTO Fortune mainstays at one time or another. I believe it was Fortune Season 2. And back then, if they only knew now what they could develop as, it would be a completely different story, as now Alaina just stomping Akira's face into the mat. Akira became a world-famous pop sensation since then. And Alaina, well, Alaina's just only gotten richer and richer since that time. But she's also gotten wiser in the ring. The veteran experience along with the flexibility of Alaina Petrova provide a very dangerous counterbalance in this matchup. As now bouncing Akira off the ropes, Alaina trying to charge in, Akira catching her. Huge beat to the face. As now Alaina catching Akira off the Irish whip. And now gets caught into the Hurricanrana. 1, 2, and a kick out there. Hurricanrana counter there by Akira, as now forcing the retreat into the corner. The shoulder tackles coming in now. Pounding away. Here comes Akira Brookelle. Coming off the ropes again, trying to go for something big. Alaina trying to charge at her, going through the ropes into a huge middle rope guillotine. Middle rope guillotine applied here as Alaina Petrova is just caught right in the middle of it. Akira might not have it all the way in, as you can see the arm protruding right to the side of the neck. She needs to get her straight around that trachea, cut off the air in order to pick up the submission. Victory is now getting pushed off by Alaina. Alaina now pitching her with the stunner into the Dragon Sleeper. Both arms wrapped around the neck, and you can see that Akira's neck is not fully locked in. The trachea is not fully locked in with the arm. As now Alaina trying to wrench back, trying to pull the neck fully back. You can see Akira using the snapmare and her ring smart, that veteran experience of hers, coming into display. Both of these women starting about the same time, with Alaina only getting the year advantage over Akira. As now Akira bouncing off the ropes into the Gamenguri. Gamenguri counter there. Now Akira looking for her patented cross body to connect. 1, 2, and a kick out there for Alaina Petrova. Akira now picking up the pace. She's got to be very careful. She needs to focus on her opponent at all costs. This could be a huge win for her if she can continue to pick up the momentum, and that's not how you focus on your opponent. Getting caught by Alaina, getting dropped down. Caught right into the powerbomb position and caught. Huge powerbomb by Alaina Petrova. 1, 2, and a kick out there. Another very underrated asset of Alaina Petrova is her power, her strength, and not only that, her ruthlessness, as she's just right on top, pounding away at the face. Pounding away at anything she can get a hold of out of frustration at the moment, for not being able to put away Akira Brookelle. Is now grabbing her by the hair, bringing her back to the corner where Ross is at. Very smart strategy if you have a manager on the outside. Is now wrenching the arm back. Is Alaina Petrova just wrenching it back, pulling down on the solar plexus of that arm. That arrogance on display. She just slaps her. As now Akira bouncing her head off the mat, coming back in this matchup. As now you hear the drop kicks coming off into the second one. Akira picking up the pace again. You don't want to let Akira pick up the pace. Get countered. Trying to go for Wall of Fame. Got countered again. Akira trampling over Alaina. Now trying to go back at her. Using those patented combos. Using those legs. That leg strength to pick up some sort of mental advantage, and rocks. The fling getting into the way. The snake, of course, preventing Akira's victory right to the eyes. Into the Wall of Fame. Wall of Fame by Alaina Petrova. 1, 2, 3. And the match is officially over. Alaina Petrova is your winner in this one-on-one PWR exhibition matchup. And of course, both these women putting on a show, but if it wasn't for Ross, I feel like we would have seen a different result in this matchup. Akira definitely fought her heart out. But again, Alaina Petrova picks up the win. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been Sebastian Mike. Good night.